Because I spent a long time just being like, why wasn't I enough for this person? Why, child? Hey Rosebuds, welcome back to my channel. It's Kali and welcome to the Kali Rose Show. If you're new here, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'm excited for you to join my family, my YouTube family, all of my new subscribers. Big up on myself. Thank you for joining. The rest of you, thank you for watching. Let's get into this video. This video is really about it's hard. This video is about the relationship that almost killed me. This video was real, like real story, real from my life. And I'm gonna share it with y'all because I know that y'all nosy and y'all wanna know, but also I want to encourage you. Now, first things first, let me get this out of the way. I'm not talking about like domestic violence or anything like that. I'm actually talking about me going through a phase where I was seriously depressed. I mean, the relationship literally almost killed me spiritually, mentally, emotionally, you name it. If you can think of a depressing adjective, that is what I was. Okay, now I wouldn't go as far as saying that I was clinically depressed, because I would never want to diminish what people who are clinically depressed go through, but I would say that I experienced a season where I was really low and I didn't want to do anything. So I'm gonna just fast forward because this video is not really about the relationship but really about the aftermath. When the relationship ended, I literally did not eat for 3 days. No joke. Like the food, you know when you have like a pit in your stomach and you just can't eat because you're stressed about something or you're overwhelmed about something? That is how I felt. I had a job at the time and everybody at work was just like, yo, what's wrong with you? Are you okay? I had to go to work. Dang. I had to go to work the day the relationship ended, or when it got real crazy. And I remember I couldn't even bring myself to do my job with any kind of joy or just being my regular self. Now, if you know me, you know that I'm a happy-go-lucky person. You know that I'm generally very jovial, very upbeat, if you know me. No, actually, if you don't know me, I'm like that too, because y'all see me on here? That's literally how I've always been. So at this period of my life, for me to be withdrawn, not really talking, not eating, y'all know how something was wrong. And I was genuinely upset. And that was when I just was at work. Once I finally got home, I think I got a chance to fully think about the impact of losing this relationship and what it did to me. And so it was really a lot harder once I was home. I literally would have moments where I would cry myself to sleep. And I remember this one night that I was crying so heavily that I felt like there was almost like a darkness surrounding me, because I could not see myself outside of this space. Like I couldn't see myself ever feeling happy again. And whew, this is even hard for me to say, because the fact that I was so sad actually kind of scares me a little bit, and it makes me really sad for people who are actually dealing with this in this moment. And this is the real reason for this video, is that I know that there are some of you that are dealing with some really hard things, and some really things for you to even put into words. And so this is really to get you to understand that you're not alone, and that I've been there. Literally, figuratively, I don't even think I can say figuratively, that makes sense. But literally, I've been there. And going forward, even in that season, I remember just crying a lot. Like everybody knew that there was something wrong with me, regardless of if I was saying it or not. And but one of the things that I was trying to do during this time in my life was to pray and just constantly talk to God about how angry I was and how frustrated and how hurt I was. That being said, God shared something with me that I actually want to share with you. One of the things that he shared with me is that I literally I valued this person so much that the loss of them made me feel as if I was worth nothing, and that without them, I had no value. The truth of the matter was that my value did not come from them. My value came from God. Because I spent a long time just being like, why wasn't I enough for this person? Why? Child, that question will kill you, okay? Trying to question why you're not enough for somebody else. Don't get caught in that rabbit hole, or don't lead yourself down that hole of why you weren't enough for somebody. You are enough, point blank, period. Okay, you don't need anybody else to validate that space in your life and tell you that you're enough. You're enough on your own. Now, when that person gets removed from your life, and this is what God showed me, once that person was removed from my life, he wanted me to rediscover my worth. He wanted me to rediscover who I was, because I had forgotten all of that. And the truth of the matter was that even though I had lost him, I needed to lose him. He wasn't purposed for my future, and he needed to be dropped off. He needed to be let go of, because I was now ascribing my worth to this man. And what? And so many of us do this. So many of us forget that independent of anybody else, we have value. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of goodness. Everything that God wants to give to you. You are a prize in and of yourself. And what happens is we start to value these men more than we value ourselves. The truth was that he was never meant to be in my life. He was not purposed for my future. And I was not going to be able to accomplish the things God wanted to accomplish in me with him in my life. And so here's my encouragement for you. Remember, and I've said this before if you watch any of my previous videos, but you are the prize one. You have value whether or not there's a man validating that or not. If you're going through a hard time, don't give up while it's hard. Stop placing that relationship on a pedestal. That man was not all that. I'm telling you, he wasn't. When you really scrutinize it, when you pick it apart, you realize,
you have some serious character flaws.
And that's not to say that you don't have flaws too. That's just to say that we need to stop idolizing certain relationships.